Our next film, Southern Comfort, is about a group of Louisiana National Guardsmen who march out into the swampy, cold, and wet bayou country to practice war games, get involved in a real war with the local Cajuns, a war that in this movie also seems to symbolize our national experience in Vietnam. Now, these National Guardsmen are not seasoned combat veterans. They're weekend warriors, a high school coach, office workers, family men. They bite off more than they can chew when they offend the Cajuns by cutting their fishing lines, stealing their boats, and shooting blanks at them. And in revenge, the Cajuns begin to pick them off one by one. And in this scene, the jittery guardsmen who have just buried 3 of their dead start shooting blanks at the almost invisible enemy.
Hey!
They dug them up. They dug them all up.
The film maintains that level of intensity all the way through, and you have a lot of situations where the Cajuns are setting traps like that in which they seem to control the bayou and control the trees. The Cajuns in Southern Comfort sometimes seem almost supernatural. Other times they remind us of the Viet Cong, moving through the bayous without being seen, killing the guardsmen at will, always seeming to know what their victims are going to do next. In this scene, one of the Cajuns finally shows himself to 2 of the guardsmen, Keith Carradine and Powers Booth, and tells them how they can escape.
I'm not going to kill y'all if I don't got to. They got a bayou over here. Take it. Stay to the west side. You want to find a road about a mile up there.
Do you mind telling us what's going on?
My buddies, they're not nice like me.
Are we supposed to say thanks?
You're not supposed to say nothing, soldier.
They take his advice and stumble out to what they hope is a safe Cajun village.
Relax, Hardin. These are the good Cajuns. Some other guys are a long ways back.
You relax.
Look at those 2 guys.
What 2 guys?
Getting out of the boat.
Yeah.
You think they're the ones that have been after us?
Hell, I don't know. I never seen them.
I think it's them.
Don't go getting paranoid on me.
I got reason to be paranoid, and so do you. They gotta kill us. We're the only witnesses.
Don't sweat it. They can't pull anything here in front of everybody.
Allons donc say.
Huh?
Allons donc say.
Don't say.
Don't say.
Excuse me, one.
Hey!
The Cajuns in this movie seem to come from a slightly different planet. They're almost alien, and it's kind of scary. Southern Comfort is a superior thriller for a couple of reasons. One is the movie's effective use of locations. It was shot in winter in that bayou, and the sheer grim reality of the surroundings makes this movie seem very real. The characters seem real, too. They're well acted, and they come across like civilians who are way in over their heads. If the movie has a weakness, it's at the level of its symbolism. Since we're acutely conscious that these guys and their struggles represent America and Vietnam, we sometimes get hung up on the meaning of scenes instead of just letting them unfold naturally. Well, that's a problem, but it's not an overwhelming problem. And Southern Comfort is a very well-made action picture, and maybe just a little bit more.
I think it's terrific. I think I liked it more than you did, and it's because the Vietnam stuff didn't bother me one bit. I'm thinking of the last Vietnam picture, Apocalypse Now. I think this film contains all the ideas of that film and delivers them just as economically, or more economically. I'm thinking of just the arrogance of, you know, the Cajuns are a little bit different than we are, different parentage, different color, so we can go in and cut their lines, take their boats, because we're better. I mean, that's really what underlies the actions of the National Guard in this thing. We're on our mission.
We're on assignment here.
Yeah, and I think the film really delivers that beautifully, while at the same time, in delivering that serious idea, it's still a terrific action picture with very few valleys and a lot of peak action.
I think this is the best film so far by Walter Hill, the director. His credits include The Long Riders and The Warriors, which a lot of people saw. And in those films and a lot of his films, he likes to have kind of two tribes at war with each other, and then the tribes stand for ideas, and the warriors, they were basically two Greek tribes, if you will. Here, I think, the ideas do not get in the way as much as they did in his earlier films, and the people come to the forefront more.
Also, I think this film has an idea that justifies its violence, and the idea is that it is all right and it's legitimate. If somebody takes a shot at you, that you can shoot back to kill. Because these Cajuns do not know that they're shooting blanks at them in the beginning of the film, and so they come back with violence, and it seems perfectly justifiable. I think the film is really strong. We both enjoyed Walter Hill's dramatic Louisiana Bayou story, Southern Comfort.